Vishnavi, how are you? Hi, buddy. The first card is for you, Tia. Today we're doing a general collective. I will do some rapid fire card pulls at a later time, but at the moment we're just gonna check in. Hi, Emma. Hi, Bodini. Hi, Bonnie. Good afternoon. Oh, you lost your horse this morning. I'm so sorry. My condolences to you. You know, it's interesting. I was just talking to somebody about horses this morning. I grew up on a horse farm. I used to compete with horses when I was younger, so I know how you feel. It's very hard to lose an animal, a horse especially. Hi, Frizana, how are you? Hi, Laura. Hi, Susan. Hi, Zezu, how are you? Hi, Trish. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hi, Judy. Hello. Oh, you only got her 2 months ago. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hi, Dana. Hi, Katie Louise. How are you? I'm well, thank you. She was a yearling, so very young. Unfortunately, what can you do in that situation? I remember when we had a young gelding that had colic, and it was unfortunate. We couldn't save him. So I'm so sorry to hear that you lost your horse. Hi, Marcy. It was colic. See, there you go. Exactly what I just said. Colic is something that is just so difficult in horses. You've got to be so careful with damp hay, you know, or too much grass. Hi, Kristen. I'll never forget that story, actually. When I was a teenager, I was home alone, actually. And I had to call the vet. I had to make a decision about the horse. It was very tough. We had no choice. I tried everything. Hi, Kristen. How are you? Hi, Carrie. Yeah, it is very sad, Dana. It's very tough. Yeah, it is common. You were feeding her hay cubes. It was a tough decision. Very. I know how you feel. I've been there. I've been there. I hope all of you are having a good day. The weather here is so up and down. Hi, Jen. How are things in Italy? Buonasera to you, because it's evening time. It's sunny, it's dark. It's sunny, it looks rainy. It's a real mixture of vibes right now. And I'm hoping that it feels a little bit, oh no, you didn't bring the mood down. That's okay, don't worry. Listen, we all go through ups and downs. Oh, thanks, Susan. Susan says her heart goes out to you. It's hot and beautiful in Italy. I can imagine. Italy is such a beautiful place. I loved traveling there. I would love to go back. Oh, thanks, Carrie. Carrie said she's sorry for your loss. Yeah, like Florida weather, Susan? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the weather is in Mercury retro. Hi, Sasha. Oh. Everything will be okay. That's nice of you, Katie Louise. Katie's offering hugs to everybody. I will definitely tell you that there's mixed vibes. A lot of emotions, we know. But again, everything is going to be okay. So it's an interesting time that we're in. How are you guys feeling? You can't wait until fall, winter. It's too hot. Isn't it funny when it's hot, we want cool. When it's cool, we want hot. There's always that backwardsness, you know? Mm-hmm. So tell me how you're feeling today. What's the word of the day? What's the vibe? Hi, Hifa. How are you? Oh, you did? Deanne, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Hi, Snickerdoodle. You feel stagnant, Renee? You're ready for fall. You're ready for fall. I hear you. Feeling lost, exciting. You're letting things unfold naturally. You must be growing. You're feeling tired. It's a good but weird vibe today. Chaotic but good. It's a bit of yes and no. You're having a good day. Hi, Carmen. Yes. It feels a little bit like the calm before the storm. Hi, Stephen. You're pushing forward, Jose. I hear you. That's all we can do. Jen, you're feeling gratitude. Kristen said tired and weak, grateful and loved. I love that, Dana. Thank you, Hifa. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely, you can feel the shift happening, right? I don't even know if I have words right now to articulate. You're about to get some rain. I think we're going to get some rain here too. Hi, Patricia. TTP, Sasha, TTP. Mike, you're feeling exhausted, I can imagine. Well, let's get into it. I don't have a ton of time, but let's pull some cards. I've got 2 decks ready to go. I haven't used this deck in a while, and I used to always love making videos. I would call them the Real Talk Tarot videos. Like, you ready for some real talk? Hi, Lisa Marie. So we'll do the Real Talk Tarot and some oracle cards. I just for fun, I pulled the deck here. You know, the one that looks like it has leather pants. I know everybody's favorite. Hi, Serena. So basically, we'll pull some cards and see what's going on, you know? Yeah, Mike, we're sending you lots of love. It's a Tuesday quickie, Jose. It's a Tuesday quickie, a quickie every day. Real talk is great. Well, Serena, let's manifest that. You know, when we ask the question, will I? And just so you know, I'm not picking at your question, but I just want to make a point about something. When we ask will is a question word, which means you have doubt. And we don't want to have doubt. So we want to make sure that we're speaking and already having it. Hi, Artemis. So there's no doubt for you. If that's something you want, then you've got to believe that you have it. Your energy matches the words, right? So let's take a look. Let's see what's going on. We'll get right into it. Oh, some birds just very loudly just came to my window. Am I always happy? Steven, you know what? Believe it or not, I'm a pretty upbeat and bubbly person. This is actually authentically me. I'm a smiler. I'm happy. I'm very optimistic. I wake up and I'm like this. I know most people are like, are you kidding me? But yeah. Yeah, for the most part, you know, 98% of the time, it's great. Every now and again, I have my moments, of course, like anyone, right? Hi, Susie. Well, maybe. It could very well be putting on the right track for sure. You believe you're moving to Canada, Judy? Welcome. Welcome. Hi, Gator. Is Karma behind me? No, I don't know. She's in her basket. She's in her basket. You're the same way? Okay, good to know. Hi, Cindy. The kitties are good. Hi, Maricebel. Oh, you're in Calgary? Nice, Serena. I'm in Ontario. You're in Saskatchewan. Yes, 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 yes. Hi, Heidi. Hey, Neil. How are you? What's new in your world today? So the first card of the day is the Death and Rebirth card. We're having a death and rebirth. Hi, Jojo. We're having a massive transformation and change, and it's not comfortable. Of course not. Why would it be? You know, you're in Ontario too, Anna? Nice. You wish you could move to Canada? You know, you're in Edmonton. I love that. We have a lot of Canadians. Oh, thank you. We do have great candy. You know what's funny? Whenever I'm watching like TikToks or Reels, I always see the videos of people trying the Canadian candy or the chocolate that you guys don't have. But it goes both ways. Honestly, it goes both ways. We have things that you don't have. You have things that we don't have. Hi, Sierra. Aw, thanks, Neil. I'm glad you're here. You're in BC? Love it. Yeah, Calgary, Dana. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jasmine. Montreal. I love Montreal. It's beautiful there. You got to visit Windsor for a day? Oh, amazing. Oh, you want to try the all-dressing chips. Oh, all-dressing. Sorry, all-dressed chips. Oh my God, I read that the wrong way. Yeah, beaver tails are really good. You love a Mr. Big. Yes, we sure do. Oh, you have a candy shop that sells them. Hi, Laura. Hi, Vivian. The best chips. I mean, I love ketchup chips. I know that that's something very Canadian as well. The all-dressed. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Dora. Oh, and enamel bars and butter tarts. Are you telling me that they don't have butter tarts outside of... They must. But we do make good butter tarts for sure. Hi, Trisha. All dressed is your favorite? I'm a Lay's barbecue kind of girl. Like, I like the fact that they're sweet barbecue, you know? Coffee Crisp is very Canadian. All dressed are just spicy ketchup chips. Kind of. Yeah, I can see that. I love ketchup chips. What are they? Ketchup chips, what do they taste like? Ketchup. They're so good though. They're so good. Ripple chips, yes. Barbecue all day, Jose, you're like me. A Lay's barbecue would be my favorite barbecue. Now, the Ruffles sour cream and onion would be my favorite sour cream and onion. Granted, I do love like sour cream and onion rings, you know? You've never heard of ketchup chips, Jasmine? Ketchup chips? They're so good. I mean, what's the best ketchup chips? Like Old Dutch? Or which one would you say, Neil? Or any other Canadians? Yeah, big bag of Lay's barbecue. Yeah, Jose, you're speaking my language. That's okay. Have a cheeseburger. I love cheeseburgers. You can buy them on Amazon. Oh, Henry. Definitely, oh, Henry. I'm not into dill pickle, but it's funny, I love pickles, but not dill pickle. Old Dutch ketchup are good. I went bougie with the Old Dutch. Well, no, listen, I'll eat any ketchup chip. I'll eat like store brand ketchup chips. I like them that much. But yeah, did I go bougie? I picked Old Dutch. Yeah, Miss Vicky's chips are good too. You guys are so funny. Your classmate used to bring them across from Windsor. Oh, I love it. I didn't know, Neil, that I had such bougie taste in chips. Iran's barbecue is really famous. I don't know. Lay's barbecue. You call them crisps in the UK. Yes, that's true. You like salt and vinegar? I don't mind salt and vinegar. I wouldn't say it's my choice. Off the sour cream and onion and barbecue for me. Miss Vicky's sea salt and malt are nostalgic fave. For me, it would be the onion, Neil. The onion and sour cream Miss Vicky's if I was going to do that. Is it a chip that tastes like ketchup? Yes. Oh, an Aero bar and coffee crisp? Yes. Yes. The other thing too that I find really funny, hi Jenny, I'm well, thank you, how are you? Is that Smarties candy is what you call, or what we call rockets, which are the little like powdery little tablet candies. I don't even know what you call them. Hi Kelly, how are you? I know this is making you hungry. Yeah. Sour cream and bacon, Ruffles, Dana. Yes. Yeah, I love, like Smarties are like M&Ms, but I would pick Smarties over M&Ms personally, as much as I do like M&Ms. But if I had to choose, it would be Smarties. But not Smarties are what you call Smarties, what we call rockets in the US, if that makes sense. Yeah, our Smarties are like your M&Ms. Jose just said I need a bag of chips after the gym. Sounds like me. I would probably do the same thing. Yeah, it's got to be Ruffles. Yeah, for sour cream and bacon, for sure. Yeah, you're not a chocolate fan, Jasmine? I love chocolate. I love chocolate. Love chocolate. Smarties are better than M&Ms. I agree. Yeah. You like Sour Patch Kids? Fuzzy Peaches, not gonna lie. Love those. All right, so we got the Death and Rebirth card. What else do we need to know about this today? Who's feeling weak? Weak for chocolate, weak for chips. The Reese Big Cup. I do like the Reese Big Cups. I'm not, that's gonna sound so bad. I love the Reese Big Cups. I love Reese's in general. Hi Roxy, aloha. Sending you lots of love. Hi Brenda. Lay's plain with sour cream onion dip. Yeah, French onion dip. I like, you're weak for Kit Kat. I love Kit Kat too. But I'm one of those people that goes between chocolate and chips. Chocolate and chips. I could eat them together with no problem. You know? Oh, you caught a cold on Sunday. I'm sorry to hear that. There's a bit of weakness energy. Well, if you're talking about Persian food, I love Persian food. I just went for Persian food on the weekend, and yeah, I will never turn down any Persian food, any Turkish food. I can't believe it took me so long to eat to eat those foods because incredible. So yes, if you're referring to lamb as in lamb shank or Persian food, yeah. Oh, Cindy, in general, I like anything French onion. Like I love French onion soup. Like I could eat French onion soup every day of my life. Oh, Trish, I'm sorry to hear that you're in recovery from your surgery, but I hope you're doing okay. Yes, I like chocolate and salt combo. Yeah, we're talking about, apparently we're all very hungry today. Hi, Grins. French onion dip. I will always choose a French onion dip if I can. But there's nothing like a good French onion soup as well, right? So there is this energy of weakness in the air right now. So people feeling really tired, weak physically, maybe even just sore in the body, you know. German food, you like, hey, listen, I love food in general, man. That's one thing I don't say no to. The crystal ball. I mean, this is the thing. You like the dip but can't eat the soup. I love onions. I love onions. Yeah, you have sore joints and knees. My knee is a little sore. Is it the jet lag though, Jen? Or just in general? So the crystal ball is about intuition. I think right now, this is all a time of rest, rejuvenation, trusting the intuition. I get weak in the knees. Yeah. Or I get weak, the song. I don't know, is it the same song that I'm thinking of? Your head has been hurting? Yeah, I get it. Sleeping a lot, but you're still tired. Yep, totally get it. Reese's mixed one with potato chips. Oh, man. Although I like the classic, like Reese cup, you know? Yeah, lamb is very common in Persian food, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, caviar is not something that I'm personally into, but I am sure there are lots of people who like it. Oh, that's wonderful. 2 different job offers. Well, pick what's going to give you the most of a move, and don't pick something lateral. Pick something that's going to give you opportunity. Thank you, Ruby. You're so kind. Let's see the potential or challenge. Hello. Yeah, I understand, Dana. I understand. It depends, you know. Even your animals seem more tired. I can imagine, Susan. Yeah, there you go. There's the hanged one. The hanged man energy. We've been talking about this card a lot lately. You're welcome. You're welcome, Stephanie. Just always pick something that is going to make a real impact for you. Don't pick something that just takes you left or right. You don't want to make anything that just displaces one thing for another. Something that's going to give you opportunity. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm well, thank you. So the hangman energy, hi, C Taurus. The hanged one is all about feeling like you're in limbo. However, it's also about taking a pause in order to get some enlightenment or some clarity. So it really depends on the state that you're in right now. Are you needing a break, a pause? Are you feeling between two worlds? I mean, something that I said to someone the other day was, you know, are you sitting on the fence where it's like you have like one leg on one side, one leg on the other, and you're afraid to, you know, fully take that leap? If you're sitting between two worlds, you have to make a decision. The energy right now is all about decision making, all about making moves. You know, are you ready? Are you willing to take the risk? No risk, no reward, right? Great fortune. There you go. I just said it. No risk, no reward. It's amazing how you just talk about things and the cards just confirm exactly what we're discussing. Well-being, fulfillment, dreams coming true. Well, how are they going to come true if you don't make moves, right? So just keep swimming, dive in, do what you got to do. What if you made the decision, but you're waiting for a deal to close to make it happen? Well, here's the thing, Trish. I would just say this. Time will tell. Things will unfold the way that they're supposed to. And we can't control it. The more we try to control things, the more it runs in the other direction. You know, we got into a very deep live conversation yesterday that I posted on YouTube. I mean, wow, when I tell you a deep conversation, I mean, it's all the same topics. we're trying to control things. We have to let things unfold naturally. We've got to trust the process. No, don't feel guilty for not trying to control it. You're going to have to let things play out. Thank you, Hifa. You got positive feedback from a power movie made a few weeks ago. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Dora. Congratulations. Well, I will post this on YouTube again. So if you guys have to leave or you need to listen later, don't worry. I know we went so deep yesterday and everyone was so open and honest. Yes, Dana, it was amazing. And I appreciate you saying that because I want it to be a safe place for people to express themselves or to share how they feel. And you guys are amazing at that. So always be proud of the fact that you're open and willing to share and make moves. Funny, speaking of making moves, thank you, Lisette. There's the Dear John card telling you to say goodbye to the things that no longer serve you. It actually says right on there, set boundaries, cold hard truth, final word, cutting cords. Something's not working. If it's not working, you got to make a move. Oh, so sweet, Dora. I'm happy for you. Very happy for you. So let's see. Hi, Calliope. That's okay. They're posted on YouTube. If you miss a live, they're there. Thank you, James. Very kind of you. Well, that's the thing, Dana. Dana just said it's easier to be so open and honest because many of us experience the same things. And that's my point. Don't underestimate the power of community. We have all experienced a form of whatever you're feeling. I promise you that. I know that. Hi, Meredith. What is the name of that oracle deck? The Zodiac 108. If you're talking about this one, it's the Zodiac 108 by Intuit. I-N-2, Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Clive. Be nice to see you. We're all connected, Laura. That is the truth. So what should we focus on today? How many of you got the heartbreak? The sadness going on? Gotta let it go. I agree, Garns. That's the whole point. That's always been my goal. You know, I've always wanted an environment where people felt good. And that's what I used to always say in my classroom. No, it's not the Beaver deck, Erin. It is the Intuit Oracle, but this is the Zodiac 108 of that company, you know? You're exhausted today. You felt weak. So, Calliope, I just said we had the weakness card. That's hilarious. Not hilarious in a funny way. I just mean, what are the chances? You just said that after I pulled that card. You're letting go of things that don't serve you. Exactly, Sandy. Exactly. 42 and 43 keep showing up to you. Well, I mean, 4 and 2 is 6. 4 and 3 is 7. You know, balance, alignment. It does take time to heal, Marcy. It does take time to heal. That's the thing. Now, some of you may be dealing with the court of law, as in maybe this is divorce or this is contracts or paperwork. It even says decisions, any legal proceedings. I mean, it could just be about decisions, making the decision to move past the heartbreak. You know, I would say one of the things that I've noticed recently, I mean, I guess it's not that it's new noticeably, but maybe it just goes in waves. The level of fear in people lately. The fear is, wow, like fear of everything. Fear of what if, fear if I make a decision, fear if I make a mistake, fear if I love, fear if I don't love, fear if I change jobs, fear if I take a risk on whatever it is. There's so much fear. And I don't understand how we got to that place as a society, you know, in the sense that as human beings, we have to grow and we have to change. What choice do we have? We cannot allow ourselves to be in fear. And I think part of it is that when other people around us are in fear, it puts us in fear. So please be mindful of the people you spend time with or the energy that you consume, the things that you watch, the things that you read, getting caught up in drama. Calliope just said low confidence brings fear and insecurities. Yeah. Exactly. It's better than being stagnant. I agree with you. That's why we got to go big or go home. I always say that. Everything we want is on the other side of fear, 100%. And fear can paralyze us. I totally understand it. But I look at it like this. Life is short. If you're not going to do something, when are you going to do it? I don't know why we're so worried about what everybody thinks and says. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been there. I have my moments too. But what else can we do? And there's the yacht, moving forward. Got to move forward. I don't even want to really get into it, but I saw a TikTok today, and I don't know how many of you saw the same one. And the opening hook of this TikTok was really concerning to me. And it was a man saying, never trust a man. Never trust a man. I don't know how we got to this point in society where we are so in fear. And don't get me wrong, I understand history and I understand difficulties we've had in relationships and societal and media and this, that, whatever. I get it. But it was really sad for me to hear that. Because when I read the comments, it was even more sad. It was people with such horrible experiences and talking about how they will never trust anybody. They will keep themselves stuck. They will keep themselves with walls up. And to me, all that does is it breeds more fear, hi smirks, more fear and more problems. Okay, so what exactly did he mean by that? The context of the video was that he was talking, hi Becca. Becca, I love your new picture. He was talking about the fact that a man should come correct, and I do agree with that, come with a plan, be serious, be capable, be ambitious, and I agree with all of those things. However, if we are already on the defense with our back against a wall, assuming that somebody's going to hurt us, we're going to manifest that. So I'm not of the belief that we have to go in guarded and jaded and angry and resentful, because if we're in that energy, we're going to manifest that energy. We're going to attract that kind of energy. And so I say it's okay to give people an opportunity. I think where the accountability comes in is, what are you willing to accept and not willing to accept? There's also a responsibility on us. And this is not about gender. This could be about anybody. This could be about any person in the dating world, any person in any context. This could be in business even. You don't necessarily have to blindly trust anybody. The point is that you have to have the self-awareness and the intuition and the trust in yourself to make the right decisions. And if something comes up that is not good, then you say, okay, I'm not engaging. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to move past it. I'm going to unmatch. I'm going to delete. I'm going to whatever. And so I think that we have a responsibility, instead of being in fear, to just have better boundaries. Does that make sense, Danny? Yeah, self-awareness, trust, and respect for oneself. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate it. And it makes me really sad. It really makes me sad when I see these videos of people talking about how awful men and women are. And there's so much bashing everywhere. Like, why? Like, why are we engaging in that? Does that mean every person that I meet is a horrible... Like, imagine for a second statistically, if you were to look at the fact that we've got 50 people on IG, now 33 over here on TikTok, out of 83 people, you're telling me that if we were going to engage in that kind of fear, that would mean everybody is going to be considered bad. It's called discernment. It's called self-awareness. It's called boundaries. And for whatever reason, we have somehow just done away with boundaries and said, do whatever you want and then be mad about it. We cannot allow the behavior if it's bad behavior. But again, that comes down to oneself and how one views themselves, their experiences, their traumas, triggers, and hurts. I get it. It also goes with the willingness to grow and to change and to make moves. I mean, let me just give a very brief example. if I were to look at my marriage, now you all know I had a wonderful marriage for many years. My ex-husband is a wonderful man. I really do, you know, admire him for the time that we had, but our ending was not good. He went outside the marriage, he burned it all down, he behaved in ways that were totally awful, beyond belief. However, I understand why. I don't have to be with him. There's a boundary. I didn't stay. I made the move. I changed my life. I wish him well. And that's it. I hope he's learned from those mistakes and does better. And that's all it comes down to. And I would just say that I don't look at anyone in my present or my future as my ex-husband. What was between us was between us. Our connection was unique to each other. It didn't end well. I can't assume that somebody's going to hurt me in the same way because they're not the same person. Now, that doesn't mean I don't have my moments. No, not at all, Laura. No. I would say my ex-husband was definitely a soulmate, but not very much in the sense of a spiritual, you know, not a sparking like when I was sparked after my marriage. Thank you, Didi. You know, you're right. Most people can't do that. I understand what you're saying. And I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that could I ever forgive him? Of course, Stephen. He is forgiven. He is forgiven. We're just not in a relationship with each other anymore. And that's okay. And I even forgave him before we ever separated. And unfortunately, it was not enough. He was not in a position to heal at that point or to make things right, and that's okay. I don't have any regrets. I wish him well, and we move on. Such is life. There was a season and a reason for that connection. So I'm not going to hold that against him. We're amicable. We always were amicable. We divorced 50-50 with no problems. We even helped each other when we needed it. And he's still my banker. I'm not in a relationship with him. We don't spend time with each other, but I trust him from a financial advisor standpoint. So, you know, I need a mortgage, I'll go see him. You know, it's one of those things. But beyond that, we're not in any kind of anything. But I wish him well. So all I'm saying is that, you know, there's such a distrust, hopefully that sounded right, distrust. Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. In this society that says you have to hate these people who wronged you. Hi, Andrea. Oh, you're so sweet, my friend. Just like you. Yeah, Calliope, I understand. Desperation makes us impatient. And a lot of the times we want this instant gratification, and when people don't do what we want them to do, we're upset. Someone doesn't want to commit today, we're upset. Someone doesn't have the capacity to give, we're upset. We try to force things. So again, all I can say is that we have to be very, very mindful of comparing new stories with old stories or meshing those two energies. They're not the same. I always think of The Little Prince. You know how much I love that book. One's connection is unique. My connection with all of you is unique. When I see you in individual settings, as in on Zoom, it's unique to us in that moment. Hi, Gojira. How are you? It's unique in that moment. Or when I see you here in live, or whatever. There's something special about it. You know? So, anyways, my point is that we got to be mindful of the energy we consume. Because imagine if people see that video. And I'm sure they do. There was like 300,000 likes. What does that tell you? That tells you an energy that buys into hating and resentment and pain. You know? So I'm not about that. But that's just me. Maybe I'm different. I can't say that I will ever keep myself stuck out of fear. I have to find ways, even if I am afraid. You'd have scrolled right past it. Yeah, Dana, but because I do this for a living, I have to say, because I do it for a living, I'll listen, I'll hear it out. I wanted to hear what the video said, and I wanted to look at the comments, and it gives me an observation about people and about where they're at. You know? There are many things I can cherish about my ex-husband. I mean, listen, he's a wonderful man, great guy, funny, kind, but not for me, and that's okay. I don't have any worry about it. There's 0 to 0 to 0 of anything there for me. Hi Gina, I'm well, thank you. How are you? Exactly. So we can always listen, but we don't have to stay or involve ourselves with the drama. And again, I'm going to repeat myself about what I say about dating apps. For those people who say that it's so bad, okay, if you recognize it's so bad, then it's not difficult to keep on swiping, to delete, to unmatch, and to move on to the next. Because there's two sides to that argument. We can say, oh, it's so this, it's so that. Okay, well, then if you recognize it, what's the problem? Don't let it bother you. It shouldn't even be a thought. It shouldn't even be a worry. It shouldn't even be a sadness. It's like, okay, not for me, right? Oh, thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Hi, Alex. No, it wasn't Dating by Lion. No. I've seen Dating by Lion many, many times. Actually, when I first got on TikTok, I remember following Dating by Lion. No. I don't remember who it was. I've never seen this person before. We're about to go into recent past, Alex, and I will post this onto YouTube. So let's see, recent past, we have here the 9 of Pentacles. This is all about feeling good in your own skin. Self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. Recognizing that you are number one. You're the main character, you know? Hi, Anne. I hope so. If we're asking will, and I know you're asking a general question, that means you have doubt. So don't put doubt out there. Believe that they are improving. Yeah, I love posting the lives. I'm glad you like them. I appreciate that. So 9 of Pentacles, and how many of you in the recent past maybe had some sad news? And that's where you've gotten to? Yeah, I can understand. Listen, I can understand why people feel the way that they do. 100%. So this is disappointment, loss, sad, or weakness. Now, we've had weakness twice now. So that means some of you have been feeling very weak energy, exhaustion, disappointment, you know? And sometimes with the disappointment, that's why we want to retreat. We want to be resentful. We want to go into isolation. We don't want to deal with any new energy. But again, how are you going to change if you're not putting yourself in new energy? And it's okay to have a hanged man energy at times. Take a pause, take a break, rest, but then always put yourself back out there. You know? Always remember, walls keep you stuck. Boundaries give you flexibility and change. Okay? You have mother-in-law with you now. I understand right now how that feels. I can give you stories for sure. You know, it's interesting. Let me just share something. Sorry, that was a deep sigh. All that talk about chocolate and you ordered a chocolate shake sounds good, Trish. I'd love one too. Let me just share something with you. This card says very likely. And I've noticed that in the energy in the last few days, I hear a lot of no, not likely, And I wanted to address that for a second. If you're in the mindset that says, this isn't going to happen, nope, likely not going to happen, hi Janelle, hi Kathy, then you've got to be aware that you're setting yourself up. You're about to manifest the things that you don't want. Because if you believe that to be true, it's going to be true. If you say you can't do something, you're going to fail something. You're not going to have the abundance. You're not going to find love. It never works out for you. And forgive me for saying this, but how many people do you know? And I know you've all met them. You may have even done it yourself. There are people who say, why doesn't this work out for me? Why doesn't this happen? And if that's the mindset, then that's what's going to happen. Everything is always working out. Always. And so I want you guys to be in a mindset of yes, or that it's very likely. Hi, Sayonara, good morning. Dana was honest to say, I was that person, and I understand it. But what if you go back and forth with that like one day and you feel like it's not going to work out, and then the next day you're confident that it will? Well, Farzana, it's okay to be up and down. Listen, we all have our days, but you need to have more consistency than not. Every now and again, like I said to you guys earlier, well, even when it's not working out your way, and that's the thing, Andrea, your way, as in not you specifically, but one's way, it doesn't mean it's the right way. The universe gives you what you need, not what you want, right? So it's, oh wow, there you go. Well, maybe if the sister can be a nice addition to your farm or to your stable. I will say I am succeeding, Serena. Not even I will succeed, because that means you don't have it. I am succeeding. You know? People have to recognize that the way they talk to themselves matters, right? If you have a mindset that something's not going to work, it's not going to work, you know? So all I can say is please be mindful of the way you speak to yourself and the way you speak to others. You've said that in the past. Now when the thoughts creep in your head, I try to change the narrative in my mind. Yeah. Everything is always working out for me, no matter how it looks at a given time. How about if not this, something better? Yes, Cindy. Hi, Anu. I always say, ask for what you want or better. And I keep repeating this. I know what it feels like to have the better, and it's so good. And it feels so nice, and it's so refreshing. I don't worry the way that I used to. I don't question. It's a lovely feeling. You know? You think of it like a swing. Sometimes we get pushed, so our emotions start swinging back and forth. If you center yourself and focus on your calm insights, you will slow and go back to center. Yes, Alex, I agree. Yeah, exactly, Andrea. You have the receipts. And you know what? I always say that. I have the receipts. You got to go through the motions. You got to earn that recognition. It takes time. Sorry, the getting so dark in here. Now I feel like I'm so bright. Let's see what is the strength position today. And we have here the Page of Cups. Believe in miracles. Believe that anything can happen. That's all. I know it sounds cheesy. People say, oh, what do? I just sit back and just believe that everything's good? Well, yes and no. Yes, you have to have the mindset that anything is possible. The second aspect is that you have to spark energy. You've got to make moves. Even if it's the slowest, the most minute step, you got to do it. You got to do something in order to see some change. If you don't try for change, how can we expect change to happen? Change does not fall from the sky. A man doesn't fall from the sky. A woman doesn't fall from the sky. A relationship doesn't fall from the sky. Love doesn't fall from the sky. You don't just sit there and wait. Waiting will do nothing for you. Hi, James. So nice to see you. It comes from putting out that vibration. When you put out that vibration, you attract it. You cannot receive something in a vibration that you don't currently vibrate. So whatever you vibrate, you attract. I feel like I'm in like, what is it, like Britney Spears video? But anyways, even Taurus slow steps. Yes, Mike, even Taurus slow steps. So Capricorn is slow too, Alex. They certainly are. I feel like I'm dancing, like I'm, you know what I mean? You're welcome. You're welcome. A master manifester. Thank you, James. In so many ways. In so many ways. But but in all seriousness though, I've been great at manifesting in my life because of my belief system and my optimism and being willing to try new things and put myself out there. That's something I've never stopped doing, and I never will. Look, meeting, romance, friendship, good luck, and harmony. Do you believe in those things? Salut. Do you believe in romance? Do you believe in friendship? Do you believe in good luck? Do you believe in harmony? Do you believe those things wholeheartedly? Does your energy match Does it match the words? Because a lot of people say things and their energy doesn't match it. Yeah, it's the oops, I did it again. Is it not? It's from, I'm pretty sure. I do believe in miracles. I sure do. I sure do. Anything is possible on a given day. Any given Sunday, everybody. Any given Sunday. Are you willing to get past the roadblock? A lot of people are feeling the blocks right now. Okay? It's like, oh, this is too hard. This is too hard. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Jen. I'm so happy. That makes me really excited for you. I knew what you meant, Carrie. Going for gelato? Sounds good. I had ice cream. What day is today? I had ice cream on Sunday. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Miracles do happen every day. Yeah. It's the Mercury retro. It's the oops, I did it again. There you go. It's the warning. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Chantel. Chantel, we're doing a general collective reading. You're always welcome to join us. Gosh, I feel... Yes, today's garbage day, Dora. Oh, don't remind me. Ugh, you know how much I hate it. And if you're wondering, all of you, why I hate garbage day, it's because I can't take my garbage to the end of the driveway. It's not that kind of street. The garbage truck doesn't fit on the street. I can't turn around. I have to take the garbage all the way to the opening of the street. Pain in my rear. And you try carrying like 2 bags of garbage, 2 bags of recycling, and taking them all the way down, and it's like... And then no offense to anybody, but then you see your neighbors, and then you end up having to have small talk at the garbage. And if you're one of those people that doesn't want to do that kind of small talk, it depends on the day. It depends on the day. You know? You hate it too. Yours is on Thursdays. Yeah. You dragged your box spring out back? Yeah, I feel ya. I feel ya. Hi, Annalie. Put it in my car and drive it down? I could, James. I'm even too lazy to do that. I gotta still load it somewhere. I still gotta load it in the car. I might as well just go lug it down the street. But then on the other hand, here's the upside. Would I want to live? No offense to anybody on my street, but would I want to live close to where the garbage is? No, because then you got to hear everybody smashing the garbage containers. You know, glass breaking as they're dropping it in the thing. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to be down there either. I wouldn't want the smell in the summer, maybe, you know. I know, get a cart. I know, a wagon. I could. I mean, look, I can look at the positives of it. I'm lucky I'm kind of middle, furthest and middle. I'm not the furthest away, but I'm more like in the middle. Carrie, you see people at all hours going out there, so you never know who you're going to meet out there. I mean, I have great neighbors, but... Hello, my day's going well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, getting some steps in. There's a good way to look at it, right? Near future. Sorry, I'm laughing. Yeah, it's a workout. There you go. There's a positive. Trust the process. Trust the process, Kelly. This card actually has a conversation on there. It's for everybody, Chantel. This says, meet me at 2 o'clock. I have good news. Horse, 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 horse emoji. Knight of Pentacles. That horse is moving faster in the text message than it is in the energy. Good afternoon, Ginger. Yeah, I hear you, Kat. Thank you, Jose. But there you go. There you go. There's the horse reference for you, Wolf. Knight of Pentacles, trust the process. Trust the process. Story of my life. Thank you, Jose. So sweet. Oh, theft. Loss, disappearance, abandonment, interruption. Interruption. I'm going to trust the process. Trust the process, Kelly Mish. Yeah. Did you snicker? There you go. Let me tell you something about the interruption or the abandonment, the loss, disappearance, whatever. I would say to you that the interruption is the test. Can you see that card? Sure. Is the test coming in to see whether or not you'll trust. Whenever somebody gets the dreams, whenever somebody starts seeing the signs, the synchronicities, they're tests. That's what they are. Hi, pretty. Dora's like, hello. It's tests. And I don't know how else to describe it to people. We can think that it means more, or that it's all about this person, or, you know, the love or whatever. It's a test. Are you in the old, or are you in the new? I don't want to say is the car in the driveway, but is the car in the driveway? You know? Let's see. What do we need to know about that? The biker. Again, this is telling you, hi Diane, this is telling you to be the lone wolf. This is telling you to go and live life, go on an adventure, do what you got to go do. You know? That's it. What else can you do? Wow, it's dark in here. It's going to pour. I feel like I really need the light on or something. I feel like I'm really like too bright. The light is too bright. Suggested approach is the Ace of Swords, truth and clarity. What's the truth? Now, granted, truth is subjective. Everybody has their own truth. But my point is that there's got to be some sort of truth or clarity or epiphany or enlightenment that comes in here. And we've talked about that with the Hangman. Like, it's okay to be in sort of like a pause or a break to gain the clarity. But once you get that clarity, you got to make a move. You got to do something. You can't just sit on that and wait, you know, wait for somebody else to do something. And that's the problem. We're always waiting on someone else to do something, someone to choose us, someone to tell us, someone to force us, someone to whatever it is, you know. We should be doing these things on our own volition. And this says ending. I don't want to say fatality. It reminds me of Mortal Kombat. But the idea here is it's basically saying grief, ending, termination. I think somebody's going to have the clarity or the epiphany or the truth to say, I'm not doing this anymore. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. As Jose would say, have a good day. I love it. There we go, Mish. Finish him. Yeah. No, I know. I know. It's okay. Okay, done. Hi, Antoinette. How are you? Thank you. Let's see. Oh, I forgot this card here. Let's see what else we need to know. Thank you. Let's see. As you hold the door open, Jose. Exactly. I'm glad you're feeling blessed. See, look, happening soon. It's coming. Someone's getting to that point where they're like, I'm not doing this anymore. Cannot do this anymore. How many rounds do you want to go? Oh, wow, Diane, that sounds wonderful. So let's see. What do we need to know right now? Oh my gosh, again, it's so bright in here. Either I got to get up and turn on the light or just push through till the end. The Devil card, what do we need to, there's restrictions. This is the problem. Every time you want to go make a move, anytime you want to be done, what happens? The call, the text, the email, the shows up, whatever. It's, or a dream, or a sign, or a synchronicity. It's these restrictions. It's these things pulling at you from every direction. You have to use discernment. You've got to have strength. You've got to have courage. Exactly, Mike. Let's see what else we need to know. Look, the horizon. You have to look at the bigger picture. You have to recognize that your ships are coming in, right? This is saying hope, goals, even overseas energy, dreams. It's a matter of, they do, Jose, they always come back. They always come back. It doesn't mean they come correct. That's the whole point. They don't always come correct. So cross that bridge when you get there. And if it's really meant for you, it's meant for you. If it's not, you'll know. Aw, thank you. I love you too. I'm always here to push you. I'm always here to push you, because if I don't do it, who's going to tell you? That's the thing. A lot of people lie, you know, and I stay in my own lane when I talk about this, but there's so many people who will pull cards. Hi, Donna. They'll pull cards and they'll lie. And they'll give you just enough. I want you to have the best of the best of the best of the best. And I'm going to push you even when it's uncomfortable, even when it might trigger, because I want you to have the good stuff. You guess you should have waited till... No, James, I'm glad you're here. How do you really know if it's for you? Ginger, here's the difference. You will be happy. It'll be effortless. You won't stress. It'll feel right. You'll let go of so many things. Did I manifest my current partner, or where were you actively dating and getting out there? Smarks, I have been actively dating since my separation. And how did I meet better? I met better by putting myself out there, knowing what I like and what I don't like, getting better with my boundaries, knowing the red flags, knowing my worth, knowing to recognize when people don't have the capacity and can't give to me, and being willing to take myself out of the equation. So in other words, how did I get to where I'm at? Never giving up and always putting myself out there. And that's the thing that people are afraid to do, because it means they've got to go through the talking stage 1,000,000 times over. That's okay. You get better, they get better. Well, there you go. Somebody who's not crossing your boundaries is a great fit. The last one is a big one you worked on this week. Good, Becca. I'm glad to hear that. And look, I don't know where the future is taking me. I don't know what the status will be down the road. What I can tell you is that it's been a great journey. It's taught me a lot. I'm happy. Everything is good. And whatever happens, happens. I cannot control it. What's for me is for me. Nothing that's meant for me is going to pass me by. Somebody wants to ghost and breadcrumb and do this, that, whatever, it's not for me. And I will cut that off so fast. And don't think that I haven't been in those situations where people have popped up and tested me on this. I miss you. Let's try this. I want you. I love you. This, please. You know the difference when somebody is ambitious and they're consistent and they follow through. They don't have to be fully ascended. They don't have to be fully healed. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. They have to be consistent and just slowly move forward. That's it. And we have to stop doing this instant gratification that says, I need commitment today. I need a ring today. I need this right now. It has to be this or nothing. Ultimatums. None of that works. None of that works. Yes, Desiree, you gotta be. Yes, yes, yes. I was gonna say that to you. I should have said that to you earlier. My apologies. Yeah, you gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. Yes. The lightning now. I know. Oh God, it's so, the lighting now. I know it's so dark. Oh my God, it's terrible. I'm literally sitting in the dark. And there's the castle. Look at this beautiful recognition and pride and praise for achievements. It makes me look like an angel. Oh my God, on TikTok, it's really, it's really bright. So when you see this on YouTube, you're gonna see me like, holy smokes. My apologies. Hi, Carol. So the hope and or fear is the Four of Cups, overanalyzing to the point of missing out on an opportunity. Welcome to the dark. Yeah. I'm thinking of Al Pacino and Scent of, was it Scent of a Woman? I'm in the dark here. I'm in the dark. Yeah. Thank you, Jose. It's hot and sunny in York region. Oh, Farzana, I'm not far from you, so I know where you are for sure. It's dark. I'm not far, so thanks, Serge. So we're analyzing to the point of missing out on an opportunity. And there's the imprisonment, the mental entrapment. Hi, Dom. You're in Ottawa? Nice. Nice. Good for you. Oh, thanks, Robin. It's good lighting. Let's see. The library. You have knowledge that you didn't have before. This is my point. How do you think I gained this knowledge, by the way? Receipts, experience. I would never tell you something that I don't know personally. Okay? So when I'm in a session with you or I'm in a live with you all right now, I would never talk about these things if I didn't know. And I know a lot because I have put myself out there. I have been through some of the worst experiences you could ever imagine. And I'm not even talking about my dating life. I'm talking about, you know, my marriage, my separation, my divorce, my house flood, boundary issues, death, grief. There's my nervous laugh. I don't know if any of you find yourself doing that sometimes where you're like, that's me all the time. It's like nervous laugh of just so much stuff. Good dates, not so great dates, ghosting, breadcrumbing. It's like all of these things from personal experience that I can share with you in detail. I know that sometimes when I'm sitting with you guys in a session, I'm like, listen, I've got stories to tell you. There are so many things I want to tell you right now because I wish that I can share them in order to save you the time that it took me. Now, granted, I can't force it. I can only share the knowledge that I have. Okay, the library, it's up to you to implement your knowledge. You can have all the knowledge in the world, good for you. It doesn't mean you're implementing it. It doesn't mean that you're making changes. And I say this with respect. So many people can read all the self-help books, watch all the videos, listen to all the information. It's a question of whether you implement it and you take small steps and make moves. Do I have a worse date story? Oh, Sandy, gosh, yes. I'd have to think for a moment. I mean, nothing seriously atrocious on a date story. I would just say that, you know, sometimes, you know, we're just not a match. And sometimes people, you know, get angry about not being a match. What are you going to do? So I've had moments where like I went and had coffee with somebody, this is years ago, had coffee with somebody and I even spent the hour talking and being kind and whatever. And when I said I had to go and that, you know, I'm sorry, this isn't a connection, this person got quite mad at me, followed me to my car and was quite upset, said some things that were not very nice, even though I sat there and had a lovely conversation and was kind. You know, it is what it is. So have I had any horrendous stories? I mean, when I was younger, I would say worse, you know. One time I went on a date when I was younger and a friend came along on the date and this guy, my goodness, he forgot his wallet. He was hungry. He asked my friend for her number. Went and saw my friend after I left. I mean, that was when I was very, very young. That one always stands out in my mind. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, I could, yeah. Hi, Bethany. Nice to see you. Yeah. You know, what are you going to do? For men, it's rejection. I can only imagine the fear that must come from women on dates. Sometimes. So, James, here's one example of where I had a very scary moment. Two scary moments. Okay, so here we go. You're asking about good dates and bad dates. One scary moment was that I went on a date with somebody. We met at Starbucks, and I was in the car with him. He said, "Why don't we drive over to this other store in the plaza? Come get in my car." I wish I hadn't. He became very difficult. He was being very pushy, and it really made me want to get out of that car. he really made me want to, I was scared. Another one that happened was I met somebody for coffee, and he was very nice when we were inside the coffee shop. And then he said, why don't we go sit in the car and have some coffee, you know, just before you go home. And I was very lucky that there was a car next to us, a couple sitting in the car. And this guy was so forceful, like, I mean, so forceful on me that that I was scared. Like, I literally had to do like a push away kind of feeling, where I said, listen, I said, I like you. I said, in the coffee shop, I really liked you. You were very funny. You were very nice. This is not the person I like. I said, I don't know who you are right now, because this is not the person I just spoke to. And I said, if you want to be the person that was in there, great. If not, then no thank you. And hi, Daljeet. And when we left on good terms, thankfully, because there was I swear, because the car next to us. And then he ghosted me. And I was like, that's okay. That's okay. No worries on that. But all I can say is that sometimes, yes, you know, for men it's rejection. Sometimes for women, it can be a little bit scary because from a physical standpoint, you know. And that was where I learned a lesson. I learned a very valuable lesson. You had a guy tell you on the first date the excuse he uses to leave dates and ghost. He then used that excuse, and you asked him if he was bailing or if it was genuine. He said genuine, and you were ghosted. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad we've been in those situations. And that's one thing that's true about women. And I do say this, look, coming back to what we talked about with men earlier, you know, about saying don't trust men, about that TikTok that I was telling you about. It's never stopped me from trusting people, okay? As in not blindly trusting, but like putting myself out there. Yeah, I mean, I've had bad experiences here and there, but I do recognize that every person is a new person. Every day is a new day. And I have to be smart. I have to use discernment. I have to be careful of the situation that I'm putting myself in also. I know now, you know, be careful when you, yes, and when you get into someone's car, you know, oh, wow, that's scary, Ginger. Do you meet up only in public places? Yes. Yeah, only in public. And I'll tell you something else that I've done. One of my best friends, she would come and drive her car to the parking lot of the restaurant just to make sure it was okay. You know? And I think that's sad sometimes that women have to do that. But you have to take precautions. We learn as we go. The things that I would have used to do when I was dating, I wouldn't do now. I believe in always doing a FaceTime. I believe in really making sure that the person is the person, getting to know. It is sad that we need to be careful. Yeah, and it's not you, Dana. Exactly, Dana just said I used to blame myself. No, you know, yes, exactly, James. It gave me more books in the library. Everybody needs to be cautious. Everybody needs to use discernment. But I don't think that I ever stopped putting myself out there. I just got smarter and better with the way in which that I was meeting people. And you know, one of the best things that was actually said to me not long ago was, Kelly, I'll never ghost you. Hi Teeny, I'm well, thank you. How are you? Hello. Was Kelly, I'll never ghost you. And when and believe it or not, that person stayed very true to their word. Never ghosted me. Never breadcrumbed. Was never inconsistent. Stayed true to their word. And that's the difference. And that's how you know the difference. When I got better, they got better. And then I encountered this type of energy. And that tells me that I've learned, or that I went through the motions even when it wasn't easy. Well, and that's the point, Dana. Dana's just expressing basically what I said. You got better. You know? You got better. You still try, Carol, but you do more carefully. Exactly. And that's always my advice to people, is learn from the experiences that you've had. Exactly, Nelson. That's right. So the probable outcome, as I'm sitting here in the dark, let's see, is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a wish come true, but it's also nostalgia. So be careful, obviously, of what's pulling you backwards. Here's the thing. Be mindful that the investment takes time. You're not going to harvest a garden overnight. You're not going to birth a baby overnight. It takes approximately 9 months. There's success here, okay? There's abundance, but you have to invest in something. You have to invest in yourself, number one. That is the key. Always. You are number one, not somebody else. You don't go along with something just because somebody else wants you to. And that's the same thing in regards to dating. You know, I shouldn't have gotten in that car, or I should have known not to go on those dates, or I saw the red flags and I ignored them. At a certain point, I have to recognize that those things put me in a position. I have to protect my energy. I can still be open by having boundaries. But I have to recognize, you know, the situation. I know, more patience, Alex. Who loves patience? Right? And there it is, child, brand new beginning. Beautiful. Infant, innocence, new start. All right? And there's the sun. Here comes the sun. It's a yes card. Happiest card in the deck. Power, clarity, positivity, and pleasure. Okay? So, I mean, think about that. We talked earlier about clarity. I do think there is clarity coming. I think right now you just don't know it yet. But you've got to use the information to move yourself forward, right? So, let's see what the last two cards are, and then I've got to go. Hi, Maureen. And I'll post this on YouTube when I get a chance. You've got to sort things out. The labyrinth is a maze, so you've got to sort things out. Yeah, a safe dating rules list. Absolutely, Sandy. I mean, like I said it yesterday, I've been doing so much dating coaching that I will make content about it for sure. You know? You're right, Mish. Yeah, we got to be open and pay attention to the signs. Right. And look, the yoga card. Again, it's saying to you, take a deep breath, go within, center yourself, and find balance. Even if you have to take a break, it's okay to take a break, but just remember that you got to get up and go, right? Yeah, maybe you need to go to yoga again. If you feel that, absolutely. Do what grounds you. Take a salt bath, go out in nature. Be around good energy. Don't surround yourself with people that are in fear or that are negative or that gossip. I mean, like, one of the worst things you can do is be around people that gossip. I can't stand it. You know, one of the things from my previous job that I hated the most was the gossiping, the shit talking behind people's back, you know, throwing them under the bus, hating on them because they were doing well or because they did something nice in life. I'm not about that. I have no time for that. I don't engage in friendships like that. That's not friendship. I always say this, you're a reflection of me and I'm a reflection of you. Why wouldn't I want you to be successful? If we're friends, if we're part of something, I want you to be successful. I want to be successful. If I want to be successful, I want you to be successful. And vice versa. I know you want to see me do well. I want to see you do well. That's what it is. It's give and take. It's supporting each other even when times are tough. Lifting each other up. Not ripping people apart and pulling them down. You know? Thank you, Alex. You too. That's why you don't want to go back to the office. You're happier at home, but it doesn't pay enough. I understand. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's a real tough one when we have to use discernment or, you know, put ourselves first. But Please do. Put yourself in good energy. Surround yourself with good things, positive things. You know? Exactly. Not everybody knows the story. And I used to tell this to some of my friends whenever they try to warn me about another friend or gossip about another. I would say, listen, I understand, but let me decide for myself. Because sometimes people will see things differently. It's like when you have friends where one friend doesn't like another friend, but you like that friend. It's because your connection is unique. Their connection is unique to them. Like, there could be reasons why someone doesn't like someone else. They don't have to be your reasons too. Like, people have to think for themselves. That's the key, right? So there's always 3 sides to every story, certainly. Yeah. But anyways, deep talks. Now, coming back full circle to the beginning of our live today, go and enjoy something that you love to eat. You know, whatever that may be, a special meal that you love or a treat that you love, you know, whether that's the, you know, chocolate bar that you want to have or the candy you want to have or the soup or the meal or the whatever it is, please go and enjoy yourself. Do something nice for yourself. You just did? You had a Kit Kat? Love it. Taco Tuesday? Sounds good, Jose. Sounds good. Treat yourself. Please. Always good to take care of yourself in some way, shape, or form, even if it's small. Okay? Well, I'm going to get myself ready for my next session. And I wish you guys a wonderful rest of your night. And I hope that you ground yourself and get the rest you need. A lot of you are tired right now. Thank you, Dom. Nice to see you too. Enjoy your time in Ottawa. You're welcome, Mish. Thank you, James. Packet of biscuits? Good. Starbucks? Wonderful. Thank you, Jose. You too. Thanks, Becca. Have a wonderful night. Thanks, Steph. Thank you, Laura. Oh, I'm so glad I helped you. I'm glad. Thank you. Yes, Andrea, I can't wait. Have a wonderful night. You're exhausted, Mish. Get some rest. And I'll post this on YouTube. And if you want to have a look, it'll be there for you in a few hours, okay? Okay. So, sending you lots of love from the dark side over here. Oh, here's Pandy. she says meow, 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 meow. Yes. Thank you, Pandy. Thanks, Sayonara. Thanks, Teeny. Thanks, Marks. Thanks, Serge. I appreciate it. Light and love. Thank you. And Pandy says, bye. All right. I'm going to turn off IG now first, and I wish you all a wonderful night. Bye. Okay, TikTok. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll talk soon. There we go. Bye, guys.